I put a spell on you, and now you're mine! Hello, World Wide Web! My name's Wilfred! What's yours?
We're on our first day on set of I Put a Spell on You, the Sanderson Sisters Break the Internet. So back in January, we had a meeting with Broadway Cares to see if they would come on board to be our presenter and our benefactor for I Put a Spell on You, which is normally a live cabaret show, and we're in our 5th anniversary this year. But then COVID slapped us across the face and shut down all of our performance spaces. And so we decided to innovate, and in phase 4 of New York reopening, they're allowing for television and film production. So we are translating our cabaret show into a virtual visual album.
I put a spell on you! I put a spell on you! Yo quiero dinero. Hey! Yo quiero dinero. Hey! I just want the green, want the money, want the cash flow.
Hi, I'm Danny Marin, and I'm the executive producer of I Put a Spell on You. Jay Armstrong Johnson was our leader in this whole situation, and he had this very, very small idea to create a visual album, which exploded to be this really massive thing, and we were very excited to have this new version of our show. So with all the new regulations because of COVID, everything has completely changed. So that's the new guidelines through Actors Equity and the Theater Authority. That's new regulations through SAG-AFTRA. That's way new regulations with the CDC and with how we run things in the city. Right now is a really important time as well to really amplify and advocate for underrepresented voices. So that was a big key element to our project. We wanted to make sure that every voice was being heard and that we were giving as many opportunities to as many people as possible, as far as talent, as far as our leads, our background dancers, our background vocalists, our entire crew, and our entire production staff. It was a very, very important thing for all of us on our team to give as many voices heard as possible.
I just want attention. I don't want your heart. Maybe I just love her thirsting over me. Yeah, I just want attention. You're new from the start. I'm just making sure you're never getting this for free.
With his kisses, fever when he holds me tight. Fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. That is something you all know.
Hi, my name is Kyle Kruger, and I was the lead makeup artist and department head for I Put a Spell on You, as well as the Alcone brand ambassador for the entire month of the shoot. At first, it was to do a zombie makeup or a couple of zombie makeups, and that kind of led to helping with figuring out some other makeup looks, which then turned into helping design some more makeup looks, which then turned into my company being very generous to being a sponsor for all of the makeup for the entirety of the shoot. COVID has definitely changed the face of productions, TV, film, theater, everything. However, it's really changed the face of makeup and hair. Reason being is when it comes down to who's going to be the most involved with talent as far as a safety standpoint, physically, it's hair and makeup. It was an opportunity for us to practice as much safety protocol as possible. A lot of planning goes into it. When it comes to designing a show, there's a lot of fluidity that you have. You can be organic in the makeup department. You know, we're not complainers, we're problem solvers. We bring a kit that's so big, if you say we need her eye to be blue instead of green, we'll make it happen. But in the world of COVID, for safety reasons, having palettes and having shareable makeup on set, even with sanitizing in between, isn't necessarily the safest that you can be. So a lot of planning went into setting up kits ahead of time, working with production to make sure that we were coordinating colors, making sure wardrobe and makeup and hair were all on the same page, so that when we showed up for the shoot, we had containers that already had small amounts of makeup for the talent.
There's nothing rich folks love more than returning from the dead to settle an old score. They fly in on their vacuums and broomsticks, sniffing at the children to reclaim their youth. Take me, Billy Butcherson, I am a zombie and...
Oh, hi friends. It is Saturday morning at 9 a.m.-ish, a little after 9. And this is day number 15. We have Mr. Kyle Kruger from Alcone. I'm getting rid of my brows currently. We are currently in Saratoga Springs, New York at the Hilton Garden Inn. And we will be filming at the Little Spa Theater thanks to Homemade Theater, which is a community theater here in Saratoga Springs in the Saratoga Spa State Park. Thanks to Eric for hooking us up with the theater. Yesterday we shot all of our interstitial scenes. Today we're doing I Put a Spell on You and our teaser trailer. And it's going well. We're just a little tired, but no pain, no gain, right? It's gonna be a good day.
Look around, the black flame candle work.
Is that a new war?
New war.
Need a friend. Work. It's bad enough that we've just the night tonight. Is there time to play with boys?
No, what we'll do is we'll lure them to our site.
Winnie, what is...
Hi, I'm Jeff Whiting. I'm the president of Open Jar Studios. So March 12th, I was walking around these studios just getting ready to shut everything off and turn off the AC and turn the lights off. I had no idea, when I would be back. And as I was walking around these studios, I got a phone call from a friend of mine who works in Governor Cuomo's office, who said, we keep hearing Broadway wants to help in some way during the pandemic. Can you help organize? There's so many people that make Broadway costumes. Could they organize in some way? And I said, well, yeah, sure. I have a studio here. I've got lots of space. We could transform our space into basically a factory. We use really the same guidelines we've been using as an essential business, which is, take everybody's temperature when they come in the door, verify that they haven't been exposed knowingly, that they haven't been traveling to certain locations. So anybody that comes through these doors, whether you're making PPE or whether you're putting on a show, goes through that process. And so we've just kept that in place, and we're thrilled to have people coming in here singing and dancing again.
Heard you say I'm not the baddest bitch, you lie. Hey, it ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose, gotta blame it on my juice, baby. It ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. I'm the pudding in the proof. I couldn't get enough, so I had to self-destruct. I tell you, the heat was on.
It's been a really intense and exciting time, also scary. This project became a way bigger of an endeavor than I truly anticipated. The thing that kept us pausing was safety. Living in the time of COVID and making sure that all cast and crew are maintaining social distance and wearing masks and doing everything that is recommended by the CDC in television and film production. It really, that's why we had a COVID captain on set every day. That's why each and every one on our producing team took a COVID officer training course just to arm ourselves with as much information about how to keep ourselves safe throughout this process. So. The makeup chair lasted a little longer than we anticipated, and we got behind on some days, but it was important to stay diligent about safety, and because we stayed diligent, everyone remained safe, and we got everything that we needed, hopefully. There is really good in humanity. It's hard in this current administration to have hope in the world. But this project has brought an immense amount of hope back into my heart and my soul and my life view. everyone that signed on to do this project, they definitely didn't sign on for money. They signed on because they've been sitting dormant for 6 months. These are all genius artists that have been hungry to create, and everyone that's come on board has given 120%. I'm overwhelmed actually with the work that everyone did, and it's for a good cause. It's going to help a lot of people that really need a lot of support right now in this time.